So hi, welcome to this week's vlog. I'm at a place called Healey Dell Nature Reserve in Rochdale, Manchester. I've come here, well, it's going a bit wrong already really, because the microphone broke, so you're on a wired system at the minute, so I can't put you too far away from me. I came out because it was pouring down with rain, and the idea was to do a vlog in the rain, showing how you can still go out in the rain and take pictures. But as you can see at the minute, it's stopped raining and it's quite nice, but I'm not going to complain. So we're going to get down to these falls. There's a series of them with like a viaduct in the background. That's the last shot of the day, so we'll work our way up there and hopefully it'll start raining again. I never thought I'd say that, but hopefully it will. So I'll catch you when we get down there. So, nearly down to this first set of falls now. You've got to kind of climb down, make your way around a bit of a bend. It's not very safe, to be fair. I haven't put my wellies on today because it's been raining. Water level's probably going to be too high for the wellies, so I'm just going to try and wing it and try and take some shots on the edge, but I'll show you when we get to the water's edge. Okay, so we're here at the first set of falls. It's quite loud, just like last week's vlog, I'm afraid. This is going to be a common theme, this water and noise for me, but there you go. So this is the falls. As you can see though, there's no foreground interest, because even if you take a step back and you're standing on this ledge, there's nothing really to draw you into the shot. There's quite a big gap of water in between, which doesn't look very pleasing to the eye. So what I'm doing is, I've set up the camera really low down, if you can see, and I'm using some moss and leaves in the foreground. So I'll show you what that looks like. So that's what I'm looking at now. So I'll focus for the leaves in the foreground. I'll take the shot. I've got a bit of polarization on there. You can see the leaves there, they're in focus. And then I'll focus for the waterfall in the background and I'll blend them together in Lightroom. And hopefully we'll end up with a really beautiful shot. Well, if you wish for something long enough, you normally get it. That started to spit a little bit now. So I've just moved up to these higher falls. There's an old boundary wall, like an old mill wall, with some deadfall. I'll just show you what that looks like. So just excuse the noise again. Every single video I'll be saying that. So that's the view I'm looking at. It's the wall covering the whole scene, and then the waterfall and the deadfall breaking it up. There's no foreground again, but there is some rocks. I'll just take you down. There's some rocks there leading us up on the edge of the sandstone. that's leading us up into the scene. Okay, so I hope you can hear me through this water noise again. So I'm facing that scene I just showed you on screen, and I'm actually going to polarize it. Okay, so this is the shot that I'm looking at now. As you can see, with the polarization taken away, it's all blown out with highlights. And then as I add the polarization, balances everything up. And then we'll end up with this shot. Right, so I'm down at these fairy falls, they're called. I think there's a fairy falls everywhere you go. But I think these are called the fairy glen falls or something like that anyway. But the camera, someone's put the council have put this fence in to stop people from getting over to the falls. So I'm having to have the tripod higher than I am. I'm actually stood on a rock at the minute. But if I actually get down to ground level, as you can see, the camera's way above, so I'm focusing in on the falls in the foreground for the first shot, falls in the midground and falls in the background, and I'll blend the three shots together in Photoshop. I'll show you what I'm looking at on the screen. Now this is, I think, I've never been here in the winter, but I would presume that it's a winter shot because there's that much foliage covering the viaduct, you can't see it. So because of that, I'm just focusing on the falls. So I'm taking one shot in those foreground falls, one in the middle, one in the back, as I said, and I'll blend them together, and if it all works out, I'll put it on the screen now. Okay, so as I've been coming down to go home and start doing the end of the vlog, I've come across this little section here. Now this is the lower ones to where the deadfall was in the wall, but there was a lot of people here when I came last, about half an hour ago. I couldn't even get a shot because there was too many kids messing around here. It's just sound for them, like, but not good for me. So I've got it to myself now. So if you look over there, that's my camera. That's the view I'm looking at, and I'm using some foliage in the foreground just to give it a bit of interest. Waterfall and then the deadfall at the top there. So I'll get this shot taken now. I've got a bit of polarizer on it. Still no filters today, it's so dark, there's no need for filters, and I'm getting about 1300 to the second for that, which is perfect for the amount of detail in the water. So I'll take the shot and I'll throw it on the screen for you. Okay, just want to say a big thanks for watching today. I've loved it down here today. It didn't rain as much as I'd planned. I had my raincoat, brolly, the whole shebang, but it didn't rain. It's showered a little bit before on that second falls, but not enough to warrant a Borelli or anything. It was pouring down on the way down here on the motorway. I thought I'd have a good rainy video for you, but wasn't a plan, but we've made the best of it. Adapted as always, as a few people have said to me on Instagram. So yeah, there were the falls. I'm going to come back here in the winter because that viaduct would look incredible, I think. If you like the video, then please give it a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, then please do. And if you think someone else would be interested, as I said last week, you can share it. But until next time, take care.